Hey there, Pisces, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading for the week of April 7th through April 13th. We're going to take a look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Pisces, please remember, since this is a general reading, I could be picking up on your energy or the person that's connected to you's energy. So the energies do go both ways. Take the energies as they resonate for you. Okay. Oh, there we go. That explains it. Also, Pisces, please remember to stick around to the very end of this reading for a closing message from Spirit. It really ties in this whole reading together. And it gives really good kind of understanding of how this whole reading really ties together. So, main energy for your reading this week is the Ace of Swords. You're gaining some clarity or some understanding about a situation. Now, generally, I don't like to make predictions and be like, oh, this is a love reading. This is not. This is love. You got love all over your reading. Love, passion. So you're definitely gaining some clarity and an understanding, possibly about what this connection is or what you're trying to achieve in this connection. But we'll see. In the recent past, you get the Star, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Swords. You have a deep, deep desire here, or you had a desire here in the recent past. And what you're showing me is, F it, I'm going to give up on this. Not only are you saying, F it, I'm going to give up on this, you're like, I'm gung-ho to give up on this. So whatever this desire is, we'll see what that is when we clarify, but you're determined here to walk away from this. Here's the interesting part, though. Excuse me. The interesting part is you're not showing me the Six of Swords. You're showing me the Seven of Swords, which is kind of like, I'm determined. I'm giving up. I'm walking away today. Check back with me tomorrow. I might change my mind. So there's a little bit of like back and forth fickle energy here. In the current situation, you get the Lovers, the Knight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles. You have a lot of knights in your reading, which is telling me that there's a lot of action. There's a lot of things happening here for you. Within this connection, your desire right now is to balance out the energies. You want you and this person to come together and just smooth everything over. Communicate, equal give and take, exchange the energies. And again, you're coming from a very passionate place. And so that's letting me know that this isn't, unlike the recent past where you're kind of like, you know what, like frustrated or annoyed. And you're like, you know what, whatever, I'm giving up on this. In the current situation, your desire to balance out the energies is coming from a very passionate place, almost like a deep yearning within you to do this. In the near future, you get the Queen of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Swords. I don't know what's going on here, but for some reason you're showing me the love, the intensity, the passion, not the passion, but the love and the feelings that I have for something is dying out. It's slowly decreasing. It's not completely gone. You go from like feeling 100 out of 100 to feeling 30 out of 100. It's not completely gone, but there's also an energy of, I'm going to give up on this. I'm walking away from this. So I don't know what this is in the near future. Let's see. I want to see, we'll start off by clarifying the Ace of Swords, which is the main energy for your reading this week. That's what you're gaining clarity about. And you get the Moon at the bottom. So this is definitely your energy. For the Ace of Swords, you get the Ten of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Judgment. Something here has come to an end at some point. You and this person are dead, done, and over with. You're showing me, yeah, no, I still want to work with this. I still want to come together with this person. I want to work with them. You're showing it more as like a friendship, as a let's build the trust, let's collaborate, let's work together. But it's not done. You and this person may have decided in the 3D world, we're done, this is over, we broke up, yada, yada, yada. Your higher self, not done working with this. Let's take a look at your recent past. I want to see what the Star is for you. See what this desire is that you have. Oh, the Star is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Hangman, the Eight of Cups. You desire this bond. There's a specific bond showing up here for you between you and somebody else. We've only started your reading and I can already see it all over the place. You have a desire for this bond, this connection to be back in your life. However, you're not doing anything about it. And the reason you're not doing anything about it, you're almost forcing yourself to stop, to not move. The reason you're doing this is because you're hoping that by not taking action, by not moving towards this person, by not acting on this bond and connection that you feel, you're going to be able to emotionally detach and disconnect from this. So it's kind of like if I don't do anything, it'll go away. if I don't act on how I feel, or I don't act on how, like, what I want, it'll just go away and I won't be emotionally connected to this anymore. I feel like that's the hope, because I don't feel like that's actually happening. Let's take a look at the Seven of Swords for you in the recent past. Seven of Swords is clarified by the Six of Cups, Page of Cups, and you get the Page of Cups in the same row in the near future, the Ten of Pentacles. You're kind of, again, remember how I said at the beginning, you're walking away, but you're not fully walking away? You're kind of like more frustrated, more annoyed. You're like, F this, I'm just going to give up on this. Yeah, you're showing me I'm giving up on this connection. I'm giving up on this love. I'm giving up on this soul connection that I share with somebody else, because that's what I need in order to feel stable, in order to feel like I have, you know, everything that I need to ground myself. However, I'm going to call bullshit on this, because you show me the Page of Cups. If you're giving up on something, why are you showing me that you still love this? That you still have feelings for this? That you still have emotions for this, right? Again, and the Seven of Swords is also not a very convincing energy to me as a reader. It's more so like, yeah, I'm giving up today. Check back with me tomorrow, I might change my mind. It's kind of like I'm so pissed off, so I'm just going to give up on this. But you don't actually want to give up, and you're showing me that you don't want to actually give up, because there's love here. Let's take a look at the Knight of Swords for you in the recent past. The Knight of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Tower. So you're kind of like, you know what? I'm giving up on this connection, not going to invest energy in it. I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to do me. I'm going to focus on my stability. Maybe you just, you know, focus more on your job, focus more on your career, focus more on you. However, something happens here, and it happens very, very quickly, and I feel like it's very, very unexpected for you. I don't know what this Tower moment is, but when the Tower is side by side with the Eight of Wands to me, it's almost kind of like an energy of somebody just suddenly sending a text, or somebody just being like, you know what? I can't hold this back anymore. Let me just go do this. And it has to do with you or somebody attached to you opening up and communicating, right? So it could be that as you're focusing on yourself, this other person just literally cannot contain themselves anymore. They send you a text, they communicate with you out of nowhere, and you're just like, whoa, what the heck? Could be vice versa too, where you're like, I'm focusing on myself, but I can't get this person out of my mind, and you just open up, you communicate. And it's very, very unexpected with the Tower showing up attached to it. Let's take a look at your current situation. I want to see what the Lovers is for you in the current situation. Okay. I'm going to take the two that flipped over. The Lovers is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Chariot. Okay. So, you and this person, this connection almost kind of comes back into your life, at least energetically, very unexpectedly. Remember I said in the recent past, somebody opens up, somebody just can't contain themselves anymore? The love is coming out. The love is outpouring, right? But I feel like there's also a lack of trust here. The connection that you feel with this person is very intense, there's no doubt. The love that you two share, very intense, no doubt. Somebody here, you or your person, is having a hard time trusting this situation, trusting the other person. It's almost like this is happening too fast, this is happening too unexpectedly, and so you're kind of like, wait, what? Where did this come from? Well, all of a sudden you decide to reach out to me? All of a sudden you can't contain yourself? What happened all this time when we weren't talking? Where were you this whole time after we ended? You know, so it's kind of like, because this is happening so unexpectedly, because this is happening in a way that maybe you're kind of like, this is coming out of left field, you're showing me here, like, I feel the love, I feel the connection, but this is happening too quickly, and I'm kind of, you know, my spidey senses are tingling, like, I don't really trust this. Let's take a look at the Knight of Wands for you in the current situation. Yeah. The Knight of Wands is clarified by the Moon, the Queen of Swords, the Five of Wands. Because you don't trust this, because you feel like this person, and some of you may be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, because you feel like this person is coming in too hot, too fast, like, it's almost like you're not seeing the stability. You're kind of like, you came in too quickly, you're going to leave just as quickly. There's a little bit of like a player energy here. This is how you're feeling. I'm not saying that this is what this person is actually doing. But you're showing me, I feel like this person's too inconsistent. They're too hot. They're too cold. They come in too hot and then they ghost. Or, you know, there's not any consistency. There's a lot of like fickle back and forth energy. And because of that, you're not allowing your heart to be open to this. You're very conflicted here because on the one hand, you have feelings for this person, no doubt. You feel the love towards this person. You feel the love from them. However, because this whole situation is making you question whether this is actually real, whether this is stable, whether this person's full of shit or not, you're showing me I'm conflicted. I'm not allowing myself to open up my heart quite yet. My heart is closed off. I'm looking at this completely logically because I don't fully trust this. I don't fully see where this is going. So there's a little bit of an internal conflict here for you about whether you should allow yourself, I didn't ask a question, Spirit, whether you should allow yourself to feel the feelings or whether, you know, this is going to go away just as quickly as it came in. Let's take a look at the Six of Pentacles for you in the current situation. Wow. 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 Okay. I feel like this person won you over, Pisces. The Six of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. You have two aces side by side. Definitely a brand new beginning here. I feel like you and this person are kind of meeting halfway. You're showing me I feel the love, but I'm not letting myself feel it. I feel like eventually this person is getting to the point where they're showing you that there's equal give and take here. They're showing you that they're putting in the effort. They're showing you that they're really trying to balance out the energies between the two of you, and they are coming from a loving place. And I feel like you're recognizing that. When you recognize that, you're open to their offer. You're open to their communication, and you're open to the possibility of having a brand new beginning with this person. And it's interesting because you get the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So you and this person definitely are a match emotionally. So I don't know what this person's doing or what you're doing, but somebody's definitely kind of like, okay, I can let my guard down a little bit. I can trust the situation a little bit more. Let's take a look at your near future. I want to see what the Queen of Cups is for you in the near future. Oh, 3 cards. Okay. The Queen of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Devil, the Eight of Swords. Okay. Remember how I said you finally trust the situation, you can let your guard down? In the near future, your guard shoots right back up. But it's not because of something the other person did. This is a pattern that you may have within yourself, okay? Anytime that you feel love, anytime that you feel like things are going your way emotionally, anytime that you're like, okay, I'm getting what I want, this person is showing me affection, things are working out, bam. Your head turns on and it's like, oh, Pisces, do you feel all this love? Yeah? Okay, let's start playing out all the ways that this could go really, really bad. Let's start playing out all the worst case scenarios that could happen because you feel the love, because you feel this connection. Let's see how bad this can go. And then your mind goes on this loop and starts playing out all these worst case scenarios. And just as quickly as you put your guard down, now your guard is like shooting right back up because your mind is bringing in and telling you, well, this could happen and this could happen. They could hurt you like this and they could do what they did in the past and they could da-na-na-na-na-na-na. And it's just kind of like on a loop for you. And that sends you into a very defensive, very guarded energy. Let's take a look at the Page of Cups for you in the near future. You've got 1, 2, 3. You're only missing the Ace of Cups. You've got so many aces on the table. The energy for a new beginning is here, Pisces. It's here. But are you going to allow it? Page of Cups is clarified by the World, the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. This is actually very good because remember how I said in the recent past, you're kind of giving up on this connection. You're giving up on this love, even though you do still carry the emotions. You're just kind of like, forget it, I'm giving up on it. In the near future, you're closing out that cycle. You realize that you may have this pattern of overthinking and overanalyzing, like worst case scenarios. You're closing out this pattern and you're gaining some clarity. And you're looking at this whole situation like, okay, what's going to be the best thing for me here? And do I want to invest my energy in this? I don't see you diving in head first and being like, yes, I'm going to 1,000% commit to this. All of my energy is going to this person. No. You're at the point where you're kind of looking at things more logically and you're seeing whether or not this is going to yield the results that you want. Is this person going to show up the way you want them to? Are they going to communicate the way you want them to? Are you able to trust them enough to be in this connection again? Very mature energy. Let's take a look at the Six of Swords for you in the near future. Nope, don't like that. 2 more shuffles. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Emperor, the Eight of Pentacles. You go from the Seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Pentacles. So you're no longer sitting here thinking, do I want to invest the energy? You're willing to put in the energy. You're showing me here that you're in a very stable position. You feel very confident. You feel very stable, and you're able to, you're able to know within yourself that you can handle this. And you want to put in the work. You want to make things work. So all the confusion, all the should I, shouldn't I, is this going to give me the results I want? Is it not? You're leaving that behind. You're not confused anymore. And you're stepping into an energy of, yes, I can. Yes, I want to put in the work. Yes, I want to invest my energy into this. You're looking at this whole situation in a very mature way in the near future. So it's very cool to see. Let's close off your reading and see what Spirit wants you to keep in mind this week. Yep. Yep. From the universe, you get the Chariot, the Hierophant, the King of Pentacles. You're moving. So here's the thing. Energetically, you're moving towards a commitment very, very quickly. If I was to look at your energy, I'd be like, oh, Pisces is just shooting forward. They're running 100 miles an hour. They're moving in the direction of a very powerful commitment. In the 3D world, however, you're moving very, very slowly. You're very, very cautious. You're moving very, very slowly. And again, I can see that there's some lack of trust here. I can see some boundaries here, some resistance from you. So I can understand why you're moving slowly. Energetically, though, the energies are moving in a beautiful direction, Pisces. So, Pisces, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to check out your monthly reading up on the channel now. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you here next week. Bye, Pisces.